If you're into mixing, mastering, or even recording, you surely heard about PTEq EQ, right? It's a superstar when it comes to EQs. But today, I'm gonna test the free version of the same plugin, alright? It's PTEq X from Ignite Amps. Check it out. What's up guys, Thomas Ray here from Sound Audio Advice, bringing you the latest and the greatest from the universe of audio. Don't forget to subscribe, get the bell going, and support the channel. Okay guys, so here we are in my DAW. I'm going to show you the PTEq X from Ignite Amps. That's the free version of PTEq EQ, which in my opinion is an excellent plugin if you don't want to spend, I think it's $50 or $60 for Waves plugin. This one will do the work. Now, we will focus on two tracks. There's the vocal track just here in yellow, and the bass track here in purple. Let me show you the main features of this EQ. Now, as you probably notice, it has boost and attenuation right here. So how does it work? So you can boost a signal, let's say 5K, because it's split in half, right? That's the low end, that's your high end. You can boost certain frequencies, let's say 5,000 hertz, by let's say 5, 6, and then attenuate it in the same time by let's say 3 or 4. So what it does is it puts really nice filter on the frequency that you selected here. It makes it sound really nice, really smooth without any harsh noises. Okay, so let me just show you how that works in practice. Now over here, you can change the bandwidth. You can go from the sharp to the broad one. I'm just going to keep it in the middle at 5, okay? So here we are. That's the vocal track.
Pound signs in their eyes, a greed of infinite size, undirty money ties, banking centralized.
So as you can hear, it has it's really nice sound to it. It doesn't sound too harsh. It's pretty easy to control, I would say. You know, I'm going to show you something else. If you go, let's say, to extremes and put attenuation to 10, you see how it filters the 5K.
I try to ostracize refugee cries. You must realize you're out of a lie.
So it gives you a really nice feel to the vocals. I'm a big fan of that EQ to be put on the vocals, you know. I mostly use it on vocals, bass, and the drums, especially kick drum, you know. Now, if you're familiar with the Waves plugin, you probably noticed that we have the additional panels here on the top and the bottom. So let me run you through it. See on the bottom we have high pass filter and low pass filter. They are really gentle filters, you know. So let's listen to it again.
Pound signs in their eyes, a greed of infinite size, undirty money ties, banking centralized.
So as you can hear, they're really gentle, you know, so there's no really drastic cut in the frequency. It's more musical, I would say. It's more creative kind of EQ, you know. If you go in the top, so top has a bit different setting, right? So over here, you can boost. So peak means boost, dip means cut. Right here, you can, let's say, boost 1K. But let's say go for extremes so you can hear it properly.
Signs in their eyes, a greed of infinite size, undirty money ties, banking central.
So let's say if your vocal needs a little bit left at 1K, or let's say we said 700 hertz, you can do it over here. But at the same time, you got the dip option. Okay, so dip is how much you're going to cut from the certain frequency. So say if you are not happy with your 1K, just going to put it to 0. If you're not happy with your 1K, you can cut it via this setting here.
try to ostracize, refugee cry.
So as you can hear, it's gentle, smooth cut, nothing too drastic. Same way here, I got another peak. Well, if you want, you can actually you can kind of simulate the same effect as it is here with the boost and attenuation. So for example, if you select 1K here, put it on, let's say 7, go 1K here, and let's say put on 3-4.
You must realize banking centralized.
That's without.
I try to ostracize,
And with.
refugee cries.
So you can hear this is specific left in this frequency, you know. It sounds really good with the whole mix, obviously, you know. That's just the solo vocals. Let's have a look how with that sound and with the rest.
Pound signs in their eyes, a greed of infinite size, dirty money ties, banking centralized. I try to ostracize, refugee cries. You must realize
That's without.
you're out of line.
So as you can hear, there's a massive difference when it comes to that, and it's just a little boost here at the 5K. So it's not really that much, as you can see, because I boosted by 6 and it's attenuated at 3, so it's actually 3, only boosting by 3. Same with this one here, you know. So super cool plugin to lift your vocals. Now I'm going to show you what to do with your bass. So with the bass, we will use the low end section. Okay. Let's listen to it just now. Solo. And what I like to do is just look for the right frequency. So what I'll just boost, let's say, by like extremes again. 8. Yeah, that's pretty good. But once again, those are extremes. So I'll go a little bit attenuation. A bit more specific at 3. That's without. And that's with. Alright. Now if you want to tackle another of the harmonics of the bass, we can just go to 200 in the top section. With a little attenuation. Yep. That's perfect. Let me play you this in the whole mix. See how it sounds. I'm going to skip switch between mute and unmute version. The plugin bypass, sorry.
A greed of infinite size, dirty money ties, banking centralized. I try to ostracize, refugee cries. You must realize.
Sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful. It really pulls that 60 hertz. And 200 hertz out of the mix. It's not a kind of plugin that you would use to do surgical cuts. You know, it's not when you want to get at a certain frequency, you wouldn't use that plugin. But this is the plugin where you want to add a bit of warmth. You want to add a bit of lift to certain parts of the mix. You know, the low end section works really well on bass and drums, etc. And the top end works extremely well on the vocals, you know. So here it is. Right, guys, I hope that was helpful. That's a beautiful, beautiful EQ. And I don't think you need the paid version because they sound very similar. I wouldn't say the same. Each plugin sounds a bit different, but this is a really, really, really good one. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, just to support the channel, keep me going, and I'll see you next time, alright? Take care.